What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about Madden 26, and it's not what you think. I know a lot of you guys are like, yo, I'm just going to come in and go crazy about the game and, this and that, and all the other Maddens that, we've actually experienced over the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years. I've been raging uncontrollably, okay? And I get that. It's a wild situation, so you can imagine. I'm going to show you the photo right here. When I saw this, I immediately said, yo, it's about to be on, okay? Because whatever they usually do, like if you go back to OBJ, whatever it is, right? Whatever was going on at the time, it gets really, really crazy when the developers focus in on that specific aspect of the game. So as you're looking at that, I know a lot of you guys are thinking like, yo, number one, why is that guy's head there? And then number two, the way that Saquon's hand is, like, what was he gonna do? Look, I know it's different variations of what you guys are thinking, and it's like, yo, I can't believe that this is about to happen, but it's real. Okay, so let's just talk about a few things as I go ahead and look at my team and figure out who I'm going to be raid selling in Madden 25 currently. All right, number one, we are an Ultimate Team channel. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for are things that benefit Ultimate Team. All right, this is the way it usually works. Just so you guys are aware, right? When they drop that original animation for the actual hurdle that Saquon Barkley is doing on that cover into Madden 25, you were only allowed to do it in regs. They are going to double down on that, and there are probably going to be abilities that's going to allow us to do it in Ultimate Team. And this is what the situation is, and this is what I want you guys to understand. When we take a look at the fact that this guy, DeJuan Jones, right? He is 375 pounds and 99 speed with a 99 acceleration. You guys are going to be in for a lot coming into this year with those abilities of these gigantic humans doing that Saquon hurdle. This is going to be absolutely madness, okay? Now, for those of you guys that don't understand what I'm trying to explain to you guys, right? You see this ability right here, leapfrog? There was a time in Madden, and I don't know if you guys remember that, where the guy jumped like he went to go see God in heaven and then came down and went for 6. Let me know if you guys remember how wild this ability once was. And then they toned it down because of complaints. Well, guess what? It's going to be back in Madden 26, okay? And you're going to have to be able to do it because that's what they're going to be trying to sell. That's going to be the sell point. OBJ in Madden 16, that was the selling point. My punter, he was doing the OBJ catch. The developers overdid it. Now, I want to go ahead and point something else out. That does not mean that it's going to destroy the game itself. It's just going to give you the opportunity to do it. Now, this particular ability prevents you from fumbling, but this is Ultimate Team. In regs, it's going to be totally different. The players are going to have whatever the ability is. So Saquon will most likely have that ability. Whatever the ability is going to be called, whatever it's going to be done, that's what it's going to be in Ultimate Team. Okay, now they may try to add something else into it to make it a little bit more crazy and ridiculous, but that's more than likely what you're going to have to look forward to. Now, moving on with that, things like tank, bruiser, guys are asking like, what do you think is going to happen? Evasive. Are they going to make the run game more OP? Is it going to be back to the old school juke? What's going to happen? I'm going to tell you guys this again, and I want to know if you guys agree with me. When Ultimate Team did not involve the MCS, it was one of the best Ultimate Teams we were getting at that time. It was just a different mode. It went on for all year. It was always something to do. It was crazy. The downtime that we have from Madden now is because of all of the influx that you get during the MCS, and then it just dies down. The development team, the Ultimate Team, they can't really give us the players and the things that we want throughout the year because they have to be careful of what's going to be used and banned in the MCS. The way to eliminate that is to just let the MCS be regs, which they can't do at this point because they make so much money during those times of the season where everybody is buying all the cards. And most of the guys that play competitively, they're going to spend the money first because they want to have the best team. So that's not being realistic. I'm just stating a point that prior to the MCS being part of Ultimate Team, we had things all year long. And it just went on and it was just good. We just had fun with it. Maybe even give them salary cap back because then it'll be MUT, but then they don't have to be involved. But then again, they may lose money again because a lot of people are not buying the most expensive cards and showcasing them during the MCS. So it's pretty tough. But I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out, because whatever they start off with in regs, right, you're going to get a lower overall of those particular cards in Ultimate Team. So whatever you're looking to do, right, if you take a look at the catalog where we are right now for the end year Madden 25, just imagine, right, at the start of Madden 26 what it's going to be like for the halfback position. Because number one, the players are probably not going to be able to spin the way that they spin now. It's going to be about hurdling and juking. Because at one point, the double juke, like the stymie, like all that stuff they was doing, the stutter step, that was it. It was ready to go. And remember, they patched the spin back into Madden after the MCS. If you guys remember, we weren't able to juke anybody. We weren't able to even turn sideways. It was real stupid. They took away all the fun of the game, not only in Madden, but also in college football, which was weird to do. Because I was actually having a lot of fun with Quentin Junkins or whatever his name is? Bro, we went crazy with him. But then they patched the game and all the fun went away. So these are things that I want to make sure you guys are aware of. It's a very, very high probability that the juke is going to be back. The spin will probably go away because it was too OP at the end of this year. Things like that. The hurdle, obviously, Saquon's hurdle. But just remember, right, for those of you guys that saw it in 25 in regs, and you're like, yo, G, why didn't they put it in Ultimate Team? They were testing it. They had to see what it was like just to be in the game to make it so that it's a dominant thing in Madden 26. This is something else that's interesting, right? If you look at some of the posts and stuff that's going on, they're going to start adding in different things about weather. I don't know if the weather is going to affect Ultimate Team, because I've been one of those guys that have been saying, right, just like in most, other games, like if you play GTA during the wintertime, it snows. I'm just saying, right, if you have certain type of fields, the field should come with other than the Bills field with all the wind and stuff like that, you should have some kind of benefit for it, in my opinion. I think it should be something to where you're looking at it like, yo, I want another stadium. Like, if I want to play in a dome, I can use the Colts, the Titans outdoor, like whatever it is. We should be able to have an impact from the actual field, more of like the college football field in Madden. You know what I'm saying? Where it actually affects the actual game. But I'm talking specifically about weather though. How cool would it be if randomly you can have a snow game? You know what I'm saying? Like they put out a, whatever limited time event, it's snow, it's rain, whatever it is. It will just be something different and it will change the game. But that's what they have to be careful of in Ultimate Team, because it affects everything. So, like I said, I do believe that Madden 26 is going to be based on that specific type of ability. All right? You're going to be able to do that hurdle. Most people are going to be able to do it if they have it the way that they did with OBJ's catch. Will it affect the game overall? Probably not as much, because you may be able to fumble if it's not a successful hurdle. So there are little things and give and takes there that we could take a look at, but I want to be very, very clear. I'm going to judge the game when I play it. Regardless of how you guys see me rage in 25 and all the years prior to this, I gotta wait till it drops. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.